Back. This is Cambridge Assessment International Education, Cambridge O levels. Subject is Mathematics, Paper 2. Variant is 22. Session May-June 2023, and time allowed is 2 hours and 30 minutes. Question number 1. A shop buys some fruits. The table shows the bill for the fruit. So items are banana, orange, avocado, pear, quantities given, prices given, and cost. So when you multiply these two, you get the cost. Find the value of P, Q, R, and S. So let's begin with this. I can see P is the product of 72 and 1.35. So value of P is 97.2. Now S is 51.30 divided by 45, that is 1.14. So when we're done with P and S, I can add all these up to find Q. So let's add these all, and that would be 25.5 plus P is 97.2 plus Q plus 51.3, and total is 240.30. So Q plus 174 is equals to 240.30. Q is equals to 240.30 minus 174. And this is 66.3. For R, we can say R times 1.95 is equals to Q, and Q was 66.3. So R is equal to 66.3 by 1.95, and we get 34. Now finally just sum up these values. P is 97.2, Q is 66.3, R is 34, and S is 1.14. The shop sells all the fruits for a total of 325. Calculate the percentage profit. He's selling at 325 and he bought that at 240.3. So made a profit of 84.7, and percentage profit will be 84.7 by 240.3 times 100 is 35.2%. In 2022, the shop's total sales were 34,974. A pie chart is drawn to show the item types that make up these total sales. The sales for fruits were 9520.70. Calculate the angle representing fruits on pie chart. So this is 9520.70 out of the total 34970, which would share out of 360 degrees, and it comes out to be 98 degrees. The angle represent frozen food is 46 degrees. Calculate the sales. So this is 46 degrees out of 360, and the total sales were 34974. Use your calculator to get an answer of 4468.9. The shop's total sales of 3497 in 2022 were a 4.4% increase on the total sales in 2021. Calculate the total sales in 2021. So if they were X and we are making an increase of 4%, means 104.4 by 100, and making it to a new price, that is 934974. So X comes out to be 33500. So it was 33,500 in 2021, which increased by 4.4% to 34,974. Question number 2, B part. Factorize. So we take out common. So this is 3c into 2a minus 9. C part. Write this as a single fraction in its simplest form. 3 1 times, 3 3 times, 5 1 time, 5 2 time. M goes with this, so we are left with single m, and n square, and 2 3 times is 6. So mn square by 6. The D part says rearrange the formula to make x the subject. So multiplying 5 and dividing by 3, so 5y by 3 equals x square, taking square root on both sides. X is equals to plus minus square root 5y by 3. A group of k numbers has a mean of 56.8. A number of 52 is added to the group. The new mean is 56.5. So we have total of k numbers, which is 56.8 into k. As you remember, mean was sum of numbers over number of numbers. So number of numbers into mean would give the sum. So new mean would be 56.8 k plus the new number divided by the total new, that is k plus 1. So new mean is 56.5 is equals to 56.8 k plus 52 by k plus 1. So we cross multiply. 56.5 k plus 56.5 is equal to 56.8 k plus 52. Now rearrange the numbers. 56.8 k, bringing this on this side. 56.5 k, taking 52 on the other side, and we're left with 4.5 is equals to 0.3 k. So 4.5 by 0.3 k, and k comes out to be 15. Question number 3. The diagram shows an equilateral triangle B and part of the regular polygon A which have a common side. The interior angle of the polygon A is 165. Find the value of y. Okay, if this is 165, this being the equilateral triangle, angle is 60. So we add these three. 165 plus 60 plus y is equals to 360. So y equals 360 minus 60 minus 165, and it comes out to be 135 degrees. Calculate the number of sides of the polygon. So we already know the interior angle is 180. If the interior angle is 165, so exterior angle is 180 minus 165, that is 15. So number of sides is equals to 360 over exterior angle. So 360 by 15, we get 24 sides. B part. A, B and C are points on the circumference of the circle center O. Angle ABC equals x. ABC is x. Show that angle OAC is equals to 90 minus x. Follow this reasoning with me. AOC is equals to 2x. Angle at center is twice the angle at circumference. Reason, giving your reasons. Angle at center is twice the angle at circumference. Then we have OAC. Now I'm going to take out this 2x from 180 and divide it by 2. 180 minus 2x and divided by 2, and I'm left with 90 minus x. And the reason is angle sum of triangle. So first part is shown. Second part says angle BAO. BAO is 54 and OCB, this small one right here, is 11. Find the value of x. So BCA is 90 minus x minus 11. BCA is already 90 minus x. This complete was 90 minus x minus 11. So I have this angle right here, and which simplifies to 79 minus x. Now we add 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles and equate it to 180. So this would be 70 minus x plus 54 plus 90 minus x is equals to 180. 223 minus x equals 180. 223 minus 180 is equals to x, and x turns out to be 43 degrees. Question number 4. Complete the table of values for y, which is 2 raised per x by 5. So we just plug this in and get the value, that is 3.2. Draw the graph of y is equals to 2 raised per x by 5 from -1 to 4. All the values are given in the table, so we use those values. At -1 we have negative 0.1, that is positive 0.1, and at 0 we have 0.2, at 1 we have 0.4, at 2 we have 0.8, on 3 this is 1.6, and at 4 we have 3.2. So bear with me, I'll try to make a smooth curve, and I don't like that. Second attempt. And there we go. By drawing a suitable line on the grid, solve this. Okay, so this is 2 raised per x is equals to 6, and we know the original curve is 2 raised per x by 5, so I'm dividing by 5 on both sides. Now this would be y is equals to 1.2. So we can draw a line at y equals 1.2 and just see the point of intersection. That would be the solution, and in this case I'm getting 2.6. Complete the table of values for this. So again we just plug this in. When x is -1, y is minus 0.25. When x is 2, it is 1.25. Second part says on the grid on page 8, draw the graph of this. So at -1 we have negative 0.25, -1 and negative 0.25. At 2 we have 1.25, 2, this is 1.25, and at 4 we have 2.25. So this is 2, 1, 2, 2.25. Drawing a straight line, bear with me, this would be easier to draw on page. Oh, that's not straight line, so it would be much easier to draw on the page with scale and pencil. So it says find where it crosses the x-axis. So 1 is like 2.25, 0.25, and the other one intersects at 3.4. 3.4. Fourth part. The x coordinate in D3 are the solution of the equation this, where a, b and c are all integers. Use these equations to find the exact value of a, b and c. So I'm just going to make y the subject. Y is equals to 2x plus 1 by 4. The other y is 2 raised to the power x by 5. Now we can equate them. 2x plus 1 by 4 is equals to 2 raised to the power x by 5. We will rearrange to get the shape something like this. So cross multiply 5 on this side, 5 2 times is 10x, 5 1 time is 5, 4 on the other side, this is 4, 2 raised to power x. Now rearranging 4 into 2 raised to power x, bringing this to right hand side is 10x minus 5 equal to 0. Now we can clearly compare that a is equal to 4. A is 4 and b is the coefficient of x, that is minus 10. C is the remaining constant, which is minus 5. Question number 5. The table shows the population and area of the countries in 2019. Write down the value of the smallest population. So from the table, that is 2.18 into 10 raised to the power 7. Find the difference in area between Sri Lanka and Pakistan, giving your answer in standard form. So Sri Lanka and Pakistan and the areas. 8.82 times 10 raised to the power 5 minus 6.56 times 10 raised to the power 4, and the difference is 816400, and we have to leave the answer in standard form. So this is 8.164 and 1 2 3 4 5 into 10 raised to the power. Third part says the population density of a country is the number of people per square kilometer. Find the value of the largest population. So just a rough idea, I'm dividing these values. .18 into 10 raised to the power 7 by this, and get a rough value of 332. And when we divide these two values, I get a value of 517. When we divide 2.17 into 10 raised to the power 8 by this, we get 246. So clearly the largest population density is given by South Korea, which is 5.17 into 10 raised to the power 7 divided by 1.0 into 10 raised to the power 5, and answer is 517. You can leave your answer as this or 5.17 into 10 raised to the power 2. Both are acceptable in this case. B part. In standard form, a is equals to this, b is equal to this. Giving your answers in standard form, find the value of a minus b. So just copy the value first. 8.6 into 10 raised to the power n minus 1.5 into 10 raised to the power n minus 1. So I need to have the same powers. So that is 8.6 into 10 raised to the power n. If I just raise this power, I'll have to decrease the value. So minus 0.15 into 10 raised to the power n. Now 8.6 minus this, you get 8.45 into 10 raised to the power n. So 8.45 into 10 raised to the power n. A into b. 8.6 into 10 raised to the power n multiplied by 1.5 into 10 raised to the power n minus 1. So 8.6 into 1.5 is 12.9, and basis same powers add 10 raised to the power 2n minus 1. I'm decreasing this value to make it into standard form. 1.29. If I decrease it here, I'm increasing it on the other side. So that is plus 1 in the power. So 1.29 into 10 raised to the power 2n. Question number 6. Sophia takes part in trio challenge. She walks, then cycles, then swims. Write these distances: walk, cycle, swim as a ratio in its simplest form. So she's walking 6.3 kilometers. We multiply it with 1000, and this is 6300 meters. She's cycling 3000 meters and she's swimming 1800 meters. So dividing by 100, 63, 30 and 18, then dividing by 3, 21, 10 and 6. So 21, 10 and 6 in its simplest form. Sophia walks at an average speed of 1.4 meters per second. She completes the walk at 11:05. Find the time she starts walking. So distance is equals to speed into time. Distance is 6300 for walking, 1.4 meters per second. So this should be the time. Time is 6300 by 1.4, and that is approximately 4500 seconds. And 4500 seconds into minutes is 75 minutes, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes. So if I just take this out from 11:05, 1 hour and 15 minutes, we take carry. This is 10. When 1 goes on the other side, this makes it 65. 5 minus 5 is 0. 6 minus 1 is 5. 10 minus 1 is 9. So she started at 9:50. C part. Sophia cycles a distance of 3000 meters to the nearest 10 meters, that is plus minus 5. She cycles a distance in time 450 seconds, correct to 10 seconds again, plus minus 5. Calculate the upper bound for average cycling speed. So speed is equals to distance over time. So when we have to calculate the upper bound, I'm using the greatest distance, which is 3000, plus 5, and lesser time, which is 450 minus 5. So 3005 by 445, and we get 6.75 meters per second. Amount of money spent on a website by each customer was recorded. The table shows the results. The histogram shows some results. Okay, we are drawing frequency density. First part says find the value of P. So class width is 30 and frequency density from the graph is 0.5. So frequency density is equals to frequency divided by class width. 0.5 is equals to P by 30. 30 into 0.5 is 15. Complete the histogram. So let's write the class widths. This is 10, this is 10, this is 30. Now frequency density is frequency divided by class width. So 2.4, 1.9, and 2.4 by 30 is 0.8. So from 40 to 50 is 2.4. 40 to 50, this is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 40 to 50, height is 2.4. From 50 to 60, it is 1.9. And the last one is from 60 to 90, height is 0.8. One of the customers is selected at random to receive discount voucher. Calculate the probability that the customer spends more than $50 on Monday. So more than 50 are these two, 19 and 24. So this is 19 and 24. Out of the total, we add all these values and it adds up to 100. So the probability is 43 by 100, or write 0.43. B part. The table shows the amount of money spent on a website by each customer on Tuesday. Amount is given, frequency is given. Calculate the estimate of mean. So we take all the mid values. So this is 15 into 22 plus mid value of these two is 35 into 16 plus 45 into 24 plus 55 into 19 plus mid value is 75 into 14 divided by the total 22 plus 16 plus 24 plus 19 plus 14, and this is 4065 by 95, approximately 42.789, or let's say $42.8. An error was made and one of the sales on Tuesday was not included in the table. The customer had spent $41. Tristan says if that value had been included in the table, the estimated mean would have been higher. Without calculation, explain this. Okay. If 41 was missing, this would be added in this column, and by calculating the mean we are actually using 45 and not 41, so a higher value of that will be used. Definitely it will increase the mean. So $41 lies in 40 is less than m is less than equal to 50, and 45 would be used for calculation. So mean would be higher. Question number 8. The length of rectangle R is twice its width. So if this is the width, this is the length, which is twice its width. The rectangle has a perimeter of 20.4. Find the length and width of the rectangle. So perimeter equals 2, length plus width. Perimeter is 20.4 equals 2. Length is 2w and w. So 2 by 20 by 2 is 10.2 is equals to 3w. W is equals to 10.2 by 3, and that is 3.4. So twice of 3.4 is 6.8. A rectangle S is mathematically similar to rectangle R. Rectangle S has a perimeter of 30.6. So calculate the length. So if perimeter is 30.6, previous perimeter was 20.4. New width would be x, previous new length is x, and previous length was 6.8. So 30.6 by 20.4 into 6.8 is equals to x, which comes out to be 10.2 centimeters part. A piece of card of sector of circle with sector angle 75 degrees and radius 8. Find an expression in terms of pi for the arc length of sector. Give your answer in the simplest form. So arc length is angle divided by 360 into 2 pi radius 8 r. So use your calculator and we get a value of 10 by 3 pi. Volume formula is given. The piece of card forms the curved surface area of the cone. The cone is filled to the top with water. Calculate the volume. So arc length, this arc length actually now turns around to make it a cone, and so this top circle is equal to the arc length is now the new circumference. So it was 10 by 3 pi is equals to 2 by r. So if we solve for r, this is 5 by 3 centimeters. And so the volume, for the volume we also need the height. If we have this radius which is 5 by 3, so using Pythagoras theorem is 8 square is equals to 5 by 3 squared plus h square. So 8 square minus 5 by 3 whole square root equals h, and height comes out to be 7.82 centimeters. Now we can find the volume. Volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi. Radius is 5 by 3 squared, and height is 7.82. And we get 22.747, approximately equal to 22.7 centimeter cube. Question number 9. A, B and C are points on horizontal ground. The bearing of B from A is 72. Bearing of B from A is 72 degrees. The bearing of C from A is 205. So this complete angle is 205. And we might need it later. So 72 and 205 subtracted makes it 133. So bearing of C from A is 205, AB is 170 and AC is 95. Calculate BC. So I'm calculating BC using cos rule. BC squared is equal to 95 square plus 170 squared minus 2 into 95 into 170 into cos of 133, and BC is equals to square root 59953.547. BC is equals to 244.85, which is approximately equal to 245. Find the bearing of A from C. Okay, so we are finding this A from C, so I need all this angle. I have these two angles, I'm finding this, taking these two out of 360. So 360 minus 205, I'm left with 155. So when we have this angle as 155, we can find the bearing. Sum of these two is 180. So bearing is 0 to 5. Always write your answer to 3 digits in case of bearing. C part. The point D lies on a horizontal ground due south of A and due east of C as shown in the diagram. Show that AD is equals to 86.1. So we already know that this is 25, so alternate angle this would be 25 as well. This is 95 and I can use cos to find AD. So cos of 25 is equals to base, that is AD, over hypotenuse, which is 95. So AD is equals to 95 cos 25 is equals to 86.099, which is approximately equal to 86.1 meters. Second part says the point X is at top of vertical mast A. Point X is at top of vertical mast A. So let us suppose that this is point A. X is at top of this. And then the angle of elevation from X from B is 7. So B lies there, A is this, and there is a vertical post here. So from B, the angle of elevation is 7. And calculate the length, calculate the angle of elevation of X from D. So from D, I have to find it from D. So first I'll find the height AX. And then we'll continue with that triangle. So tan of 7 is perpendicular AX over base, which is 170. AB was 170. So AX is equals to 170 tan of 7, that is 20.87 meters. This is 20.87. Now we are interested to find it from D. So let's say we use that same triangle A, this is X, that is 20.87 already, and from D. Now this is D and we've already found AD, which is 86.1 in the second last part. So 86.1 from D. So that would be tan D is equals to perpendicular 20.87 divided by base is this, and D is equals to tan inverse of 20.87 by 86.1 and 13.6 degrees. Number 10. F is the point 61, G is the point -24, and GH vector is given -1, -8. Calculate FH. So for FH, let's use this GH first. GH is second OH minus OG. So I'm making OH the subject. OH is equals to GH plus OG. So OH is equals to GH, which is already given, -1, -8. OG is given, that is minus 2 and 4. So we're left with minus 3 minus 4. Once we're done with OH, I can use FH, which is OH minus OF. Now we've already found OH, which is minus 3 minus 4, and OF is given in the question, which is 6 1. So 3 minus 6 is minus 9, and minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. We have the vector. Now we can find the magnitude. Minus 9 square plus minus 5 squared whole square root is square root 106, and approximately equal to 10.295. Let it be 10.3. P part. OA is equals to A, OB is equals to B, and AC is equals to K times B. X is the point on OC such that OX is equals to M times OE. All the data is there. Write OX in terms of M, A and KB. Okay, OX. So basically OX is M times OC, already given. And we know that OC is OA plus AC. So OA plus AC. Now OA is A and AC is already given, that is KB. You can leave your answer in this form. AB. Now BX is given. Find K. So let's use this and see BX should be equal to BO plus OX. So BX is BO plus OX. Let us record the values from the given data. BX is already given, which is 3 by 5 of A minus 1 by 2 B, and BO is minus B, where OX is right there, and I can write it M into A plus KB. Now let's keep on simplifying. This is 3 by 5 A minus 1 by 2 of B. On the other side, minus B plus MA plus MKB. Now we can get these together. B's on one side and A on the other side. So this is already MA, and we can take out this B as common. So I'm left with MK minus 1 and B. Now what we can do is compare the coefficients. If I look at A only, M is straight away equals to 3 by 5. And the coefficients of B, for the coefficients of B we have negative 1 by 2 is equals to MK minus 1. So that is, if I take this 1 on the other side, 1 minus 1 by 2 is equals to M is already 3 by 5 of K. So this is 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 5 of K. So 5 by 2 is equals to 3K, and 5 by 6 is equals to K. So K is 5 by 6. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, share and comment. Take care.